What's up, guys? Welcome back to Robux Talk. Let's do another film breakdown today. And today I want to look at Chris Godwin, number 14, Bucs wide receiver. He had a big day, 8 catches, 114 yards. This is the biggest catch of the day. Pretty much just wide open based off of route concepts. He was a little upset that he didn't get a touchdown on this. He didn't have the breakaway game speed. Well, hell, he hasn't been usually used in this capacity as of late, right? He's usually a short guy in the slot getting his catches. But look at this. Talk about route concepts that get you open. We mentioned this in the Baker Mayfield video, but check out the route that gets him most open. So you got guys in a group. You have Tompkins going underneath. Palmer's going to drag both Lattimore and his nickel cornerback with him. And then the concept of, okay, we got the guys going different ways, then Godwin becomes the beneficiary. They talk about how they try and draw plays up 4, 14, and 13. Well, this is it right here. I mean, you have groups, people thinking, where are they going to go with this ball? Truly, it was going for him. This is all designed, get guys away from Godwin so that he will have the space to run into. And that's a beautiful thing to see right there. Look how much space he has. Baker steps up in the pocket, delivers a beautiful ball, and then it's just Godwin down to the races, right? So it's the concepts, but also his route tree here, just stopping, waiting for the play to develop, and then run into that space. A lot of good things. This is Dave Canales' system that's working, but it's also you have to have the guys that can execute, and that is perfection with execution. With the puppy pound being the two guys as decoys, you got to love it. This route, another big play, but check out the actual entire route of this. I mean, number one, he got worked on this one. So he's playing group set right here. Literally, he gets his perfect release. Check out the release on this. Initially gets fake outside, goes inside, gets over the top of him. Now, he's not just going to straight go over there into the over route. No, he starts to stack them. He starts to kind of go with his route more on the seam right here. Gets up, gets vertical. So he's thinking, oh, this is going to go straight. I got to keep going straight this way. And then he subtly starts going more to his left, which is creates that more opening. It doesn't look that much, but it's actually huge in the NFL. And then the guy's right there to kind of catch up to him. Either way, it's the little subtle things that he's doing to get open. It's not just run to a point and get there. It's a lot more little things that go into route running. Here, this is an awesome outside release. You see his arms kind of win as he gets the outside. But check out this throw. So he wins outside arms. He's expecting something over the top over here. Baker Mayfield throws this almost right at the cornerback's back. If you're not looking, you have no clue where the ball's at. You're following the receiver's hands. When he goes up, you're making an adjustment. Because Chris Godwin just goes up and makes a big play. I mean, this is why we say the Buccaneers have two number one wide receivers, because a guy can go up in front of him, make a catch like that, and literally help out your quarterback. That's the way you help out your quarterback as a receiver. Here, again, drawing plays up for 13 and 14. How are we doing this? Get a little decoy here. Guy's going to drag space out. Chris Godwin, give me a little shimmy. And watch the hand usage here. He gets away with a little bit of a push off. Waits for this to open up. Okay, my space is going to be open. Watch his little push off here. Push right in the chest. Wasn't crazy. And it's not even that much of a space. And Baker's throwing this thing open. That is tight. The second he catches it, the guy's on him. But the thing is, that little subtle push right there creates opening, creates space. And that's what we needed. Yeah, guys, I know there's a guy opening over here. Play wasn't designed him, so you can't get mad at something that was not play side was not getting thrown to. Play action here. Chris Godwin again, subtly drawing things up. We talked about this. Yeah, Cade Otton, corner route underneath Chris Godwin, more safe route. Who do you think this is drawn up for? You think it's drawn up for Cade Otton? If it's there, yeah, you hit it. But the thing is, the choice was this guy fell back, go for the easy yards that the defense is giving you. Chris Godwin just literally fitting a space, like trying to give a little head fake. Okay, wait for everything to develop. I'm wide the hell open. Baker, throw it here. Let me get a first down. A lot of good things with Chris Godwin, especially with Mike Evans going down. You'd like to see it. And here, space. Chris Godwin versus a linebacker. I'll take that 10 times out of 10. I don't care which linebacker it is, even if it is one of the fastest linebackers in the league. Chris Godwin, quickness, better route tree. No linebacker can stay with that. Gets it, and then immediately gets upfield. I almost like the way that Baker threw this behind him a little bit so that he could turn and get upfield, right? So he wouldn't turn into the corner. He's turning into upfield and picking up another first down, Tampa Bay. So I'm liking a lot of this stuff. And then they got creative. Yeah, this probably works a little bit better if Baker kind of extends this a little bit more before he flips it to Chris Godwin here. Because you can see Cam Jordan, he's like, oh, crap, I got to commit and getting Baker. He just gets rid of this way too fast. I mean, I'm not going to knock Baker. I'd rather him be healthy. He just took a monster hit earlier. I wouldn't want him to get hurt. We're looking for 17 games of him being out there. But let's be honest, if he's not there, if Cam commits too much, Chris Godwin's got a big blocker set up everywhere. I mean, Filer's going to come over here and get this guy too. So there was going to be blocks all across the field. That is something where maybe later in the season they do it again. Baker does go a little bit further before the pitch, and that's actually a big play. Here we go again. Chris Godwin being creative. This is actually a laser guy. So we check. He's almost falling, and then watch this thing. Zip right on the guy. Could have been pass interference. I mean, the guy got there before the ball got there. Trey Palmer again making an effort to catch the ball behind the player's back. Crazy, but and he also talked about how he probably should have ran for this because he had Kate Otten as a blocker. He's probably going to beat Cam Jordan. Let's be honest. Like he's probably got a lot more speed than Cam Jordan does. So he probably could have picked up more than what he did just right there. And then here we got the interception. Bottom of your screen, this is just on Baker, in my opinion. Like, there's not much else Chris Godwin could do in this situation. He's got the outside leverage. He needs to get thrown to space, but this guy, he's trying to make an effort to punch this thing out. But there's not much else Chris Godwin can do on this. This is just him attempting to make a play for his quarterback. Couldn't happen. Guy had perfect positioning. Here, I mean, this is something where we saw it in the Bears game. He just didn't see the ball. I thought it was because of the sun. This one, I don't understand it. Like, keep running full throttle to get that. Maybe that's something him and Baker need to work on with the timing of these fade routes, these jump ball routes like that. When they're not thrown like it with zip on them, Chris Godwin doesn't. He kind of has trouble reading it when it's in the air like that. I'd almost want to see him do what you saw earlier, push a little bit, not too much to get pass interference, and then go after that ball, attack it. He's just not connecting with Baker in that way just yet. But again, with a high volume of plays throughout the season, you never know. Things like this could start to connect later. But guys, let me know down below. What do you think of Chris Godwin's performance against the Saints? Him and Baker getting a connection. Let's get those fade balls getting a little bit better. Other than that, guys, let us know down below. Subscribe if you haven't just yet. With that said, until the next one.